Prospect Prospecting is one thing that we know is the core of our project, is the nucleus. If you take a cell, the nucleus of a cell is the life part. So the prospecting in this project is the core of our projects. And therefore, we need to have the right tips and knowledge in doing this. And before you are able to do something, like Dr. K will say, if your understanding in that thing is not the right one, you will not also do it the right way. So now what's the question? The question is, what's prospecting? If you are going to prospect, they say we should prospect, please prospect. What is prospecting? I just took a layman perspective of prospecting, and it talks about looking at potential leads, building relationships, following up with people, so you can convert these people into paying customers. So it means that it's a process. It's a process you are going to start with a relationship. And this relationship you are going to build with people so that in the long term, your aim, your goal is to help these people to become a paying customer or a paid customer to the service that you have. And here, our service is the Go Backup service, an amazing service that gives us opportunity to be able to save our data for the rest of our life, that we will never worry about losing any data from our phone or any other digital device. But what we have to note about prospecting is that the goal is not always to sell. You are not always going to talk to people to sell the idea or the service to them. That is one thing we should note, so that you focus on the fact that you are in for the relationship building and gather enough information about these prospects that you have. Because you see, maybe now they may not be in the mood, they may not be in the right position, they may not be ready for the opportunity, but there could be other ways or other days that these people will be ready, or there could be other forms of opportunities around you, because we have all been told that before you can sell somebody, you can sell something to somebody, what is the value around you that you are selling? So your value shouldn't only be Go Backup. So if you go and all your message is Go Backup, but it becomes boring. So the personality you have, what offers, what values do you create? So even if the person is not interested in the Go Backup now, perhaps there are other values around you that you can also share this idea with these people. And therefore, your idea should always be focusing on building a great relationship, because it is only when people have trusted you that they will want to partner with you. So our goal is to build relationship. The long term is to convert them into paying customers. But in the short term, we want to build a strong relationship with these people. Therefore, if you want to build relationship, you definitely need to talk to people. And if you are the type who feel that, as for me, I don't like talking to people, then this will not be for you, because this is a people business. This is a people project. You have to share the idea to people. You have to share this great news to people. I always ask some of my team members who say they don't like the idea of sharing the information. And some people, when they ask me a question after presenting to them that, so if I don't bring anybody, will I make any money? Then I ask a question. So if the opportunity was such that I could benefit without you, do you think I will come and inform you? So this project has been built in such a way that even if you don't feel like helping somebody, help here is mandatory. You need to help somebody, because the more people you help, the better you are going to have chances of winning. And we are supposed to build. When you are building something, you are building a list of people you are going to speak to. So if you are in this business and at this point you are not having a book like this, where you can put down names, contacts of people, and you just walk about every day with only your head, thinking you have everything in your head, that will be a trouble, because you can't keep every little person's, every important information in your head. So you need your book to write down the list of people. Normally here, we are saying we should write down. And the easiest way to begin is your phone. You have a lot of contacts. So you offload the contacts you have into the book. The reason is that, yes, you have them on the phone, but because of your follow-up, you'll be following up on these people you have spoken to. So if you talk to person number 1 and you wrote it in your book, and he said, call me at 8 p.m., that is when you'll be able to know that somebody has opted for you to call at 8 p.m. and you can set an alarm on your phone that at 8 p.m. a call to me. So what if you don't have a book and you just have it in your head and then you forget about it? This person will wait at 8 p.m. There will be no call coming through. So building also tells you that it is a process. So you don't write a couple of names down and say that that is all the people you know. You always have to add on. You always have to add on to your list. So you can always have some people to talk to. And in the process of doing that, I think most of us, the biggest challenge we have is that we prejudge and we say that, oh, as for this person, he's not going to do it. This person is too busy. This person is too rich. This person is too poor. This person is that. And at the end of the day, we end up scrolling down all the contacts on our phone and we don't call anybody. So if in a day you are scrolling down and you're not calling, you are scrolling down and you're not calling, then the point is that you are losing out. You are losing out because the more people you are going to talk to, the better your chances of converting some of them into paid customers. But if you are not even talking to anyone at all, who are you going to convert? I asked a couple of team members that if today there is a very special magic that says that all the people that you have ever spoken to will be converted to affiliates for you, how many people do you think you have as your affiliates? How many? So there is a magic that says that all the people you have ever spoken to, for one special reason, we are converting all of them for you to become paid members. Then you will see that you may be lacking a lot because you have spoken to just a couple of people. And so it is very important that we make sure we talk to all the people that we have on our contact list. Whether they would like the idea now or not, it is still significant that we talk to them. How are we going to get the people and where? There are so many places. We have a lot of social places like restaurants, conferences, and at conferences, churches, even in the bus, at school. You go to funerals, you attend weddings, you go for parties, all these places. If you have been on this platform for long and you have been attending our trainings, you will know that Prof. KOA has done a presentation on 2 ways of prospecting. The first one, prospecting for number. So the day you take somebody's phone number, that is not the day you're going to talk to the person about go backup opportunity. No, it's number, just to establish relationship, bond with the person, know what they do, know what interests them. Then there is also the prospect for need. This is where you are looking out for what will benefit them. Is it the service they are looking for or the business they are looking for? So if you go to all these places, we say you network on purpose. Network, there are people you intentionally want to sit on a table with because you know that the type and kind of people you are bringing in, their hunger level, their ability to connect, and the type of social network they also have all matters. And therefore, you want to connect with people intentionally. So when you go to a place like a wedding or a party, you intentionally position yourself in a place where you can comfortably get about 10 people's contact. Nowadays, what I do is that before I leave any event, I try to know the names, the first names of all the people, at least most of the people there. And once I do that, I say, oh, I just know your name, but I forgot to take your number. And I pick the numbers. Once I pick the numbers, I'm able to establish connection. So I do that immediately, that same day, because you know people may forget if it takes long. A lot of people have a lot of things going on every day. So if you take long in connecting with them, after you have picked the contact, then it might be like a strange person talking to them. Then also sometimes you realize that people might have given you a numbers that are not good enough, or numbers that were not the correct number. I've experienced that. They gave me the numbers, I called and the numbers were not good. And because they were in my presence, normally I'll do that in your presence. I'll just call. And then some of them will say, oh, the phone is off. Some of them will say, okay, I think I didn't give you this number or that number. So it's important to, once you are sure that you have the contact, just calm down, just relax. Just relax, because it is said by Brian Tracy that if you want to prosper in this our projects, okay, prospecting should continue always so that you have more people that you can talk to. So it is important to build the numbers of your list, so many of them, so that when you start prospecting, you never lose count. The major problem most of us face is that we have just a few people, and in no time, we finish talking to them. So we go back to them again and again and again, and then it looks like you are on them. It's like you are hunting them instead of nurturing them like a farmer. You are hunting. You're always on them, trying to bring them on board. It's like it's by force. And most of these people begin to block us or feel uncomfortable responding to our messages. But if you have abundance of them, then definitely you may even forget about the first person. And some of them may contact you on their own because they've realized that it's been a while they heard from you since the last time. So it is important that you build as much pool of people so that you can always have somebody to talk to. And making the phone calls, if you were on the Friday call training with Chris and Tammy, they did a very good presentation on the practical presentation on how you can do your invitation. Once you have your pool of people, you can always now schedule, I'm going to talk to 10 people a day, I'm going to talk to 20 people a day, I'm going to talk to 30 people a day. And if this becomes a consistent act, there is a guarantee that you are going to get the people to register. You will win in this, regardless of how long it will take, if only you continuously practice this. Now, people will rarely succeed unless they have the fun in doing what they do. Whenever what you are doing looks like a job, like work, like something that somebody is forcing you to do, it becomes difficult. But what if it's like a hobby to you? What if it's something like you love doing it, you want to do it every day? You see no stress in that. Because if you look at it critically, prospecting shouldn't be any big deal to us. Why does it become a big deal? One, we haven't mastered the skill of doing it. So instead of using 1 minute or less than 1 minute to make a phone call, we are there talking like 1 hour of unnecessary things that does not even add up to anything meaningful. So in the end, we don't make any success getting somebody to move to the next step of either invitation or sharing a video with them or sharing something of a third party for them to look at. So we end up talking plenty, but making no results or having no results in the end. So it is very important that we look at it from the fun point of view. For instance, if you were at a job where you have been tasked to call people to be paid, you will not find that strange. You will not find that cumbersome. You will be calling them. So here, you are calling people to establish relationships. So that should be done with fun. Just call them. And I always say that if you are afraid of making the first call, if you're afraid of making the calls, you see, don't start with telling them or prospecting. Just start with the hello. How are you? It's been a while. How are you? It's been a while. How are you? It's been a while. And make sure that if you have a list of 20, you call the whole 20 sets and ask them, it's been a while. How are you? It's been a while. How are you? I was just checking up. That's the first step. At least it takes the fear away, the fear of calling people. And I remember at this solo, we said that there are some people, when you are calling, your hands are so shaky that you wish they don't even pick because you are afraid. You're afraid that, hey, these people, they will not like the idea, or you yourself, you have already talked yourself out of the situation. How would you win? So if we are going to make these calls to these people, let's create the fun around it. Let it look like fun. And we know that we do this with urgency. So you target some group of people. Many of us have been talking to a lot of people, but a lot of people of what? That will make you the end results, the sale. You are looking for sale. You are looking for somebody who will buy into the idea. But all the people you are talking to, you yourself, you know that it will take them a couple of months or maybe a year to make up their mind. Some of them, it will take them a couple of months to make the money. But because they are the ones you are comfortable with, because they are the ones you can easily switch to, you don't want to move out of that comfort zone. So your comfort zone is the one causing you all the trouble. The comfort zone is the one causing you all the trouble. Okay. So if you know that you are going to call people, there should be priority. Capture or categorize certain class of people, at least in the initial stages of your business, where you want to run quick with it and make sure you get on board and do something that will make all the naysayers around you know that you are on board. So you target people in categories of business owners, people who are influencers already, you target professionals, people who can earn. Yes, there are some people who are not earning now that will have the hunger to come and start this and make money. But I'm telling you, the experience I have had, many of those people are not ready to sign up now. In fact, they are not even ready to start this whole business. So target people who are already earning money, because most people who earn money are also interested in adding on extra, getting an extra income for themselves. So people who earned the amount we are looking for here is $120. So at least anybody that is earning something around $100 is likely to be able to join this in a very short while. People who are already business-minded, entrepreneurs, they already understand the concept of money. They already understand the concept of building. So these people, you easily can convert them. Competitive people, people who believe in doing something extra to prove a point to themselves. Ambitious people. There are some people that they are overly ambitious. They want to try new things. They want to start things, and they want big things for themselves. So anybody that wants something big for him or herself knows that it comes with a cost. And this cost they need to raise. And that is where we come in. Support them with an opportunity that can help them raise their money. And there was a video that was posted on the platforms, and it was explaining clearly how you can share these help to people who want to do one or two things in their homes. And the challenge is that they may be facing financial trouble. And for that reason, they have not been able to fix A or B. So all that you are going to do is to connect. You see, here, remember, you are the connector. You are connecting the person to the opportunity or the project or the company. So if you become the mediator, you don't do a lot of talking at this stage. That is why our leaders always tell us to bring our prospects to the presentation. We should invite them to the presentation so that the heavy lifting, the workload will be off your shoulders. You are just here to connect the people that you are bringing on board. And these ambitious people, you can easily connect them to the leaders, and they can convert them to paid customers for you. Then we also have people who are already successful. And here is where we normally go wrong. We believe that, oh, these people, they already have money. In fact, they are okay. I don't think they will need this. I don't think they will want to do this. How would you know? You will never know. There are a lot of people we assume they have a lot of money, but you go close to them and they also tell you they still need money. Okay? If that was not the case, why will all the people we know, even the world's #1 billionaire, is still doing things to still get more money? So as for money, it's never enough for anybody. So people need money. So successful people are also people who need money. And even if they don't need the money, they also may need the service. Either way, you win. If the person wants the service or the business, you still win because you get the service by paying, and you get the service and the business is attached to the service. So you will still win whether they do the business or not. So let's approach these people. Let's talk to them, and then we will be able to convert them. Those who can afford, I think I have already said that. If you go to people who don't have the affordability, definitely it will prolong the time it will take for you to be able to get people. So when you are prospecting, get people, look for people who can afford, people who you know that immediately you are able to convert them. Paying is not a problem. There are some people, yeah, they like the idea, but they don't have the money. Then the need for the service, as I've mentioned, the service is equally very good. I have people who are now interested in the service alone. They don't want to do the business, and that's fine. They can pay for the service, and they have understood that every year they will have to renew. Once the person is okay with that, that is fine. You can go ahead and sign up the person for the business, the service. But once they get in, you know, some of them with time will appreciate it, depending on the fact that you will learn and let them know the advantages they have here. Because why would you be benefiting from such a service and we not share it with a couple of friends? And most of these people also have friends who may also need a service. So if they are going to let their friends come on board to get a service, that means they will also make something out of this. And that way, they might also be twisted or be tuned to do the business. People who are income driven, you know, there are people who just want to know that there's cash flow from somewhere. And once there's a cash flow, their interest area is very high, but they are always interested in letting something come to their coffers. And for those people, if you chance on them, then you are going to be successful, or you're going to have somebody come on board. But the point is that all these people that we have talked about, all these people that we have prioritized, does not take away the fact that give this opportunity to everybody anyway, so that those who are ready now can come. Those who are in the medium term will come when they are ready, and those who are in the long term will also come when they are ready. But at least when you start this project, you want something that will make you move faster within the shortest time, at least make some wins. Because if you have stayed here for a very long time, then all the people around you begin to think that this is also not possible. But once you make a quick response by contacting some of these people and some of them converting to paid customers, you realize that you have moved forward as early as possible. And now most of the people around you will also believe you. Because when we start, we prospect the people around outside our family and friends. And then when we have made it, sometimes, that is even sometimes, then our family and friends may join in to support or to also come and build with us. So aside all the places that we know we can get people, now you can never speak about getting people without social media. I remember before Go Back Up, I was just a once a while person on social media. I won't do much, I won't post much. And then I realized that when I was tasked to do so, I started getting much engagement with the people that was on my platforms. So maybe you are also here and you feel social media is not your thing. But we say it's not our thing, but we go there and watch people. Do you know that the best way to go to social media is to give twice the content you are watching? So if you are on YouTube and you are watching a 10-minute video, the ideal is to produce a 20-minute video or 2 10-minute videos on YouTube. That will balance your time and the money you have spent there. But what do we normally do? We go there and then we watch people, then we come back. But here, as you are watching the people, you are also engaging those. If you are creating a content, you see that people will be coming to your channel, and then you can engage these people. Those who contact you, you are able to convert them onto other platforms that you help them to become partners onto this project that we have. So social media in our era, in 2025, it is not possible to move forward, not just in this project, but in almost every aspect of life. Social media is significant. So you may not be a social media savvy person like myself, but we are all learning and juggling through. And let me tell you, the best way to learn is to practice. The best way to learn is to do. You can read, you can watch, you can do everything, but until you have started posting or you have started writing your own content down, you have started doing everything, whatever you have to do, you can't learn. You know, there is this nice post that Prof has been posting, talking about how we can improve our content engagement, telling stories about your life, stories about your school, stories about all the things you want to talk about. It is you that decide what you want the world out there to know about you. So once you do that, you definitely get engaged and you get a lot of people following you. You know, Dr. Abisolo has been doing well recently. I contacted him and I asked him, what have you been doing so far that is working like that? And he told me, sometimes just a post on social media, one post on social media alone can help him sign 6 people instantly. One post, and people are contacting him. And you say you don't like social media? Please, let's begin to learn how to utilize this, because whether we are liking it or yes, this is where the world is moving towards. A time is coming. If you don't have these platforms, you will not have an engaging audience. And without an audience and a market, how can you sell whatever the value you have to the world? There's a lot of value in us. So it is not just there for you to push your God backup information, but for your own value creation, you need to have the audience so you can project. And I think the last presentation that Boss Godfred and Bernice did was also great for those of us who wanted to know more about social media. And there are great people who are doing well in that area, and you can contact them if you need any assistance. Now, Robert Kiyosaki says people who avoid failure also avoid success. If you want to succeed in this project, do not be afraid to go wrong. In fact, it is the wrong that lets you learn the right way. So if you are afraid that posting will go wrong, if you are afraid that calling somebody will go wrong, if you are afraid that going to talk to somebody at a party may go wrong, yes, let it go wrong. What will happen anyway? If it goes wrong, then you know that way is not the right way to do it. So you go and learn the right way. But if you don't even try, how would you know it will work? You know, there are sometimes you are so skeptical about the movement that you are going to do, or the person you are going to contact. You are so skeptical. I remember there was a professor I wanted to talk to about this project. And I find it very difficult. Sometimes when I pick up the phone, I say, hey, this person, I'm not sure. Maybe he not like the idea. And immediately I pick up the phone and I said, there is this great, we said, wow, I want to know about it. You see, her excitement alone made me know that, oh, it wasn't a big deal anyway. But you see, I was so scared sitting out there thinking she will not like the idea. Maybe she will not, she will even say whatever. We think too much. We overthink. Just do. Just make the call. Just call the person and say, there is this amazing thing I want to share with you. And now we know the 4 steps. The 4 steps of sharing things with people. If I would you. So use that and let these people get to know. Their responses shouldn't be a big deal to you, because we have learned that you are 1, a connector, and 2, you are not there to make sale all the time. So sometimes, yes, you prospect to end up in sale, but sometimes you may not. So if you don't make a sale, you have established a relationship. If you don't make a sale, you have been able to learn 1 step that does not work. If you don't make a sale, you have been able to connect with somebody that you were thinking was too high or too low for you to connect with. So to me, for now, it doesn't really matter. I will talk to you anyway. Because if I don't, someone else may. And that person will win. What if I don't, somebody does it, and then this person wants to sign up? Then I've lost it. So I will do it anyway, and the results show up for yourself as long as I stay consistent. Now, in doing this, we all appreciate the fact that there are some people. In fact, by the time you say there is something amazing, one, they have already imagined what is going to be said. And two, they just don't want to. I have something amazing to share with you. I'm not interested. I'm not. Whatever it is, please keep it to yourself. How do we now go about these people? How do we talk to them? What we have to do is that don't get it personal. Don't think it's you or anything. Maybe the person is not in the right mood. Maybe the person is as you know, the clock thing. 12 o'clock people are always ready, but those around 3 p.m., maybe the person just had a bad experience with something. Okay, so just give them time and appreciate them for at least giving you the opportunity to speak. And then let them know that anytime you are ready, if they have the time to listen, you are ready to share this great news with them. Most of the time, what happens is that if people show these negative reactions towards us, we rule them out. That's for this person. I'm not going to talk to him again. He did not even let me open my mouth and he said no. Because perhaps some of us, the people already know you to do these kinds of projects. So immediately you start a conversation, they know where it's going. But don't take it too personal. Relax for them. Because if we tackle them well, I'm telling you, these people are great converters. And I want to share a short story on that. In my workplace, there were lots of people I spoke to about this project, and most of them, they are not ready now. They will come on board later. But there was one particular person. On a very good day, we're going for a program. And in the car, I was trying to share this opportunity with a couple of people that he was included. Immediately I started, he was like, oh, these things don't work. In fact, don't even bring it up. I'm telling you, within the next 2 years, if you come back talking about it this way, I'll be surprised. In fact, I will give you something. I know it won't work. It's just a matter of time. Hey, some of us, we've done this so many times, so we know it doesn't work. So I was smiling. And everybody was like, why? I said, yeah, he's going to be a future partner. And everybody burst into laughter. So, long story short, anytime I see him, I say, future. I call him future partner. And this guy, along the line, when I say future, then you say future, yeah, future partner, yeah, we'll see. You see, the person that said this thing will not work, this thing, blah, blah, blah. Now he said he will see, yeah, he will see. So I keep calling him future, and who knows, he might be my future partner, because I saw that for him, from where he is standing, if he gets the understanding of the whole concept, he definitely might love the idea. So don't just brush people off for the fact that they said no, or they didn't like your idea of just telling that you have something amazing for them, because perhaps they know. We post on our status, we post on our social media, so a couple of people might have seen a bit of these things that we are coming to talk to them about. So even though you are projecting it like something good, great, amazing, and awesome, they've already presumed something, and therefore may give you that attitude. Still, don't get worried. You see, just give them time. If you understand the patience in prospecting, you will convert most of the people to great customers. So once you are able to tackle these people and you are able to gain their trust again, some of them is because of the experiences they've had. Some of them is just the fact that they just don't like these things. And you should understand that not everybody can do this. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. That is the truth we should know. It's not for everybody. There are some people, no matter how hard you try for them, this will not work for them. And we should appreciate that. Somebody told me, it's not for everybody. So you have to also appreciate the fact that not everybody can do this. But at least it is important to win the prospect's heart than to win the argument. So if you go talking blah, 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 giddy, giddy about it, and then you kind of end there, you lose them forever. But if you give them the time to go over whatever their thoughts are and whatever, maybe a good day, they will want to listen to what you have to say to them. And then if they are able to be converted, good enough. If they are not, we keep going. In fact, we'll keep going until we get there. We'll keep going and going because there are so many people out there. We just have to keep going. So don't let the few people who are giving you all the no's to get you down. So for today, the 5 tips that I want us all to take home is that 1, the goal of prospecting is not always to sell. It's not always to sell. So if you go in there, your interest is to get a lead that will help you to give an information to someone. So your goal is to get the contacts first of the person, and 2, to find out their need. How do you do that? You ask questions. Ask them questions. What will you do? What do you do? How will you? All the how, why, when, all the things we know to ask questions. Ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more answers you are getting, the higher your chances of getting people to come on board. So the goal is not always to sell, but the goal is to make sure that the people have been connected. It is the connections you want to create. In fact, get more connections than ever before. Then 2, our tip 2 for the day says that be a connector and not an educator. Just connect the person to the opportunity. Don't be the educator. Like previously we used to talk, you can lecture like 1 hour. Talking, plan, this, putting all the things together. By the time you finish, the person is even tired of listening. So now we have an amazing opportunity. I want you to see it on this call at this time. When will you have the good time? When can I call you after? Simple. So if the person is ready, he joins the call. If the person is ready, he gives you the appropriate time to watch the video. And once the person is done, you ask them what they have, and then so you are just a connector during the prospecting stages. You get in touch with them and you be a connector between them and the opportunity. Leave yourself out so that they can see to all the things you want them to see. The 3rd one, build a list. It is build. You are building. You are laying on. Every day you add. Keep adding. So if a day goes by, ask yourself, was I able to add any new number? Was I able to talk to any new person? So keep adding. So that means you have to start socializing and networking on purpose. Those of us who have not been going for funerals, we don't go for weddings, we don't go for any activity. How will you meet people? These are the places you go and meet people. So nowadays, there are programs on the normal day. Usually I wouldn't have go, but I will go now because I want to go and meet some people. I want to go and socialize. I want to go and network on purpose and get contacts of some people. Once I do, I know I have a list. So I keep adding on to my book. I keep adding on to my book every day. And that will give me a good chance of getting somebody to talk to all the time. The 4th tip is to prioritize the people you talk to. You see, when you are going to talk to somebody and you offer a genuine help to the person, and the person knows that what you are doing is, some of us, the way we do it, you can even see that there's something behind the help you are offering. So if it's a help you want to offer to the person, if it's a compliment you are giving, whichever way you want to connect, do it genuinely. Don't fake it. Don't make it too obvious, like there's something fishy around you, the way you are looking. Yes, some of us did that mistake in the early stages because we're hungry and everybody we see is like, we are hunting you. So don't be a hunter. You know, the hunter is just looking for any animal, and once they get you, they shoot at you. Here we are farmers. We are going to grow, we are going to water, nurture, and harvest. So prioritize the people you are talking to and let them do more talking when you connect with these people. That way, you are able to figure out the need. I spoke to somebody at a conference, and immediately we were taking a selfie. He said, my phone is full, this thing is full. So now I used WhatsApp to take my pictures. I said, oh, wow, I have something amazing. I'm sure you will really love it. And I took the person's contact. We are still talking. Okay. The time we booked, she hasn't been able to make up the time. So I'm sure when we make up the time, we'll be able to settle something there. So let's prioritize them. It is not us. You see, the time for people to come on board is not your time. Because you want people to come today, it doesn't mean they want to come today. They will come at their own time. So let's ensure that they are there. And then always make sure that you are in for the genuine help, genuine for the prospect and not the argument. So whatever it is that they say they don't like, if the time is not right, sometimes somebody will say, this time is not okay for me. And you say, oh, just give me 5 minutes. The person says the time is not all right. You are still insisting that the person should give 10 minutes. So you insist and the person says, okay, you go ahead. Then you start talking. Are you done? The person is not even paying attention to what you are talking about. So instead of you trying to win the argument and all the discussions you are doing with the person, just make sure that you win the person first. Oh, okay, so the time is not okay. Can you give me your next appropriate time? And the person gives you, okay, so can I call you when this time is due? At this time, can I call you? Would you like a text message? Would you like this? Would you like that? Once you do these things, then the person know that genuinely you want to help. But the way we go about it, sometimes you look as if it looks fishy. It's like there's something serious around you want to portray. And everybody gets scared because if you are coming, it's like by force, people should register. Yes, we are all hungry. We want to move on. We want to get to the top. That is everybody. But do it the right way. Because you see, if you force people in, they will just come and they won't do nothing. They will be in the team, yes. They have registered, yes, but they will do nothing because they did not come on their own accord, the fact that they want to work, but on the fact that you want them to register. So they have registered for you. And I know a lot of the leaders here can testify. Some of the people, they just registered so that you will not disturb them. But that is not what we are looking for. We are looking for genuine people who have seen a genuine opportunity and want to take advantage of it and work within. So if somebody is not ready to do the work, let's not force them to come in. That way, we will not stress. If we get the right people to come in, we will not stress because the person is already hungry. The person already knows what she wants, he wants, and the person will come in and do the work. So these are the 5 simple steps or tips that I have for us today. I'm sure prospecting is a very expanded area, and someday maybe another leader will also expatiate on another point. And these are not exhaustive of all that is left for us to know about prospecting. But the key thing is that it is all about looking for people to build relationship. Create the contact, create the connection. Don't focus too much on the sign-ups and the final deals. That is the long term. Yes, we want it as early as possible, but let's do it the right way so that when they come, they have come to stay. Not that they have come and we still have a lot of job to do because people will just not do what is expected of them just because of the way we brought them in. We are causing people in. We are forcing people in. We are not letting people come at their own time. We meant to make them come at our time. In as much as we are doing it, we have to make sure that we do it the right way. And once you do it the right way, most people will not even take long as you are thinking. They will be on board as early as possible. So it's better to build ourselves better. Like it is said, let's not wish it is easy, but let's rather build ourselves to be better and stronger. Once we build well, once we develop ourselves, once we learn the right way, the right skills, we will be able to talk to people in a way that is so genuine, and they will want to partner with us to do this. But if we go hunting them, definitely a lot of people will want to back out on that. So to end it, I would like to quote this by Sam Levinson. He says, don't watch the clock doing what it does. Keep going. So if you are looking at the clock, oh, today, the whole day I've not done anything. No, you are just checking that, hey, it's 6 p.m. Instead of that, you know the clock doesn't stop. It keeps going. It keeps kicking. Ticking. So instead of you sitting and saying the clock is ticking, tick, take your life, move, keep moving, write something down, start learning, start doing, start learning, start doing, start learning, start doing. It is in that our results is going to come. If you don't do that and we keep sitting down, waiting, nobody wins in waiting. Nobody wins in trying to learn all the tricks inside before they get better. You only get better by doing. It is action, action, action. So let's follow the clock and take as it takes, and every day a little step, every day a little step. Someday we are going to have our win. So let's go practice this well, and surely I know all of us are going to prosper. I am grateful for the time, and now I will want to pause here and see if there are any questions in the chat or any comments in the chat. Okay. Okay, so each day the goal is to get 2 strange people or 2 strangers to engage. That is from Dr. KOA, Professor KOA. So don't prejudge whether rich or poor. I think it's something we have emphasized today. No matter what, always talk to people. This business is all about communication. From Fulera, this is a people's business. So if you are not a people's person, yes, you can start building yourself up to become a people's person. Yeah, somebody says serious prayer when you are calling so that they will not pick the call. Wow. True. So you don't want the people to pick the call when you are calling. Those people will make you talk, sir. Oh, I see. Yes, they want to, because you have not learned the right skill. If you learn the right skill, you can cut short the conversation. So please learn the right skill to make the conversation shorter. Sometimes we focus on only our friends and family. Yes, and that's why most of us are not moving. Our friends and family always, we have talked and they are not coming. Many people are on social media waiting for us. So please, let's get onto social media. This is a people's business, another one from Fulera. And yes, I love this presentation. Thank you. Like, I have over 3,600 people. Wow. Wow. Is that 36,000? No, 3,600. That's great. Awesome. Okay. Yes. If Jesus was around today, he'll be using social media a lot. So why are you not using? Yeah, somebody said that's true, boss lady. Social media is very, very important. I have registered 104 now. I got about 35 of them on social media. That is Prof. And Dr. Abisolo has confirmed it. I think the last time I was talking to him, whilst talking, people were calling him to send their money from social media. And then failure is part of the success story. So let's not be afraid. Fail forward faster. Wow, I like that. Martha, from Martha, you fail, it makes your forward movement faster. Great, I love that. So just have fun doing it, from Abdul, and constantly contact strangers. So yes, initially you build with strangers, later your people may come in. Quitters never win, of course. And that's people, I'm not getting this one. Don't get worrying and don't be too emotional about the outcome. Yes, just do your thing. Don't put so much energy on the outcome. We are educating them and not arguing with them. Yes, you are not there to, so we are not hunting. We are just helping to engage people. The right time will come when they want to convert, and they will. Timing is key in our industry. And these are all beautiful comments from all amazing people here. Please, if I could not read your comments, perhaps I couldn't scroll all, and I love the fact that you have given all these amazing comments. I appreciate them, and thank you all very much for being on the call. I'm sure you also are sitting somewhere, but there's something very special about you. You know we are in the storytelling mode. Please, Come around. Let's know your story. Share with us. You don't need to be a rank member to do some of the things we are doing here. So you can come up and start learning the process. Share your stories with us. You all know that you can visit the Knowledge Hub on YouTube or the GVO platform for Go Back Up in general. For all the contents that you have ever missed, you can find most of them on these platforms. Every Tuesdays, we have training sessions like this on different topics. And every Thursdays as well, we have training sessions like this on different topics. Fridays are presentation from Chris and Tammy, and Saturdays are trainings from Chris and Tammy. And Sunday is our super exciting Sunday for GBU Africa. Let's not miss these opportunities, because getting close to the fire is what keeps you alive when your moments of emotions are down. I love this Go Back Up family because it keeps me up on my toes all the time. And in my down moments, this is the only place I resort to for energy. And I'm sure you can also do that. Thank you all very much. And if you have any question, you can quickly put it on the chat, or you can always put your questions on the main platform for you to be addressed. You can always reach me. I think my number appears as Rita Ofe on the platform, or Obasima. Thank you so much for your time. I'm really, really excited having you all. Thank you, Dr. KOA. Thank you, Boss Lady Enyonam. Thank you, Boss Evans, and all the manias on the platform. I'm really, really grateful for sharing this with you. And all of you that joined us this evening, see you again on Thursday as we host another leader. God bless you and have a good night. Bye.